Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to, your first series of messages and pick a card readings for the month. So let's start off with what is changing soon for you in your life. And you have 4 different piles to choose from, as usual. And you can choose according to the timestamp or the cover card image that is getting your attention the most. Pile number 1 is the Forest Temple Enlightenment. Pile number 2 is Grace. Pile 3 is Fire Spirit Energy. And pile number 4, Maple Spirit Generosity. And of course, if you're not pulled to a particular card or image, then choose from the timestamps below the best piles with the messages that are meant for you. So let's get started. Pile 1. Hello, Pile 1. All right, if you were drawn to this image, Enlightenment, the Forest Temple, or the number 19 or 1 might be a significant number for you. So what is changing soon? Notice that your heart is lit. So I love the image in this card. What does this tea leaf have to say? So what is changing soon? Your happiness. Assuming that you are becoming more happy, of course. And I am going to pull some more tea leaves for you as well. So what is about to enlighten you that's going to improve your sense of happiness, your health, and your well-being? Let's put this right here. Let's find out. The turtle. Slowing down. Slow down. Pay attention. I feel like the universe is trying to catch up with you and your manifestations. Group number 1. The world. Freedom. Completion. The healing light. The number 8. Spiritual energy. Spiritual healing. Okay. So it's obvious that group number 1, what's changing right now or soon is your spiritual path, your spiritual purpose, yourself, maybe how you see yourself. It could be your physical body as well, because your physical body is also a spiritual vessel. So something is trying to free you and liberate you from something, which is why it's also encouraging you to slow down. Now, some of you might have recently been forced to slow down and pay attention to something. But let's look at the other cards, the Astrology Oracle, to get a little bit more specific information for you. So, Venus refers to, Venus can refer to, obviously, love, beauty, creativity, artistry, but it can also reflect your current relationships, love, your finances as well. It really depends on where Venus is playing a role in your life according to your astrology. Okay, so Venus in your 6th house, service to others, your work, your daily routine, your full-time job, your health, your well-being. 6th house is all about nurturing everything that you love that is within your home, including your body. But again, I feel like it's trying to free itself, and I get this really strange feeling that your body is trying to release something. Your body is trying to get your attention. The only reason why I know I talk about these things is because I'm not only a Reiki master, but before I even got into Reiki, I was doing massage therapy for a while. And then I did a lot of work on like my own chakras and stuff. And so I am fully aware of the strange things that can happen in the physical body. And in recent years, I started learning more about medical astrology and how certain transits can affect our health as well. So your willpower, there's Aries energy, which is fire. So what's changing? I really do feel like it's your body that's changing, or your relationship with your physical self. I truly hope that you already love and accept yourself and your body, because you're already perfect exactly the way that you are. But this sounds corny, but I feel like your body or your emotions or your physical symptoms they're trying to free themselves, release themselves from stuck energies that are in your physical body. Okay, and maybe this is something that many of you have been experiencing for some time. Maybe you've gone to the doctors and perhaps the doctors are scratching their heads. They're like, we have no idea. This is just some strange, disorder or disease. We can't track a cause. That's because it's spiritual in nature. So I'm not going to go deep into the woo-woo or the 5D in this pick a card reading, but so what's changing is, well, as soon as you're able to tune into your body and your emotions and you release all of these things that are making you more sensitive, you're going to become more happy. So it's almost as if Venus, your relationship with even the food that you eat, your diet, the quality of your lifestyle. So for some of you, obviously, if you're having health problems and you're forced to take time off of work, you're forced to slow down, it's because of these things. So these are changing, and you have complete power and control to change your diet or what you consume or how you treat yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, and otherwise. And so I'm going to say that if you're experiencing symptoms or emotional sensitivities at the moment, they're only going to continue to get worse until you start paying attention to it. You have the power to free yourself from anything that you're experiencing, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, or spiritual. You have more power over those hidden things that are triggering you. However, I also know that not everyone wants to take responsibility for their themselves, their body, their health, their mind. And so it's totally up to you whether you want to get on board and take control and make these changes that will allow you to feel better and naturally happier too. Or if you don't, then you can just continue to navigate, whatever it is that you're currently experiencing, and allow that to consume you. You have free will to choose. And I'm here to remind you to call in your power. You have the power to heal. Organically. I was looking for a word. What word do I want to use? So this is what's changing for group number 1. This is a body, mind, emotion, spiritual change. And so even if I were to look at your current astrology transits, they would probably be indicating the same. There's something that is affecting you. And in the wee morning hours this morning, Saturn went back into the sign of Pisces. And I do practice Western astrology, by the way, but Saturn's been in Aries, it's been in fire, it's back in Pisces. And so according to Western astrology, maybe your body is even becoming more emotional. It really depends on where Saturn is transiting your current astrology transits at this time. And more about Saturn, I think a month or so ago I recorded a video that I released here on YouTube about the Saturn. I think it's called the Saturn effect. Anyway, if you'd like to know more about that, then do study your own astrology. If you'd like a reading about your astrology, medical astrology, then feel free to request one from me as well. I want to pull, let's go to your tea leaves. You already know what's going on and what you should be focusing on and tending to right now. Everything can make all of the difference in the world. Chakra work, meditation, Reiki, energy healing, light, paying attention to your emotions, your physical body, emotional freedom techniques. But you're going to have to assert yourself to do the things to free yourself and your physical body from whatever it is that you're experiencing. So you are meant to find closure with these things, because the cards are even saying here that this is what's meant to happen. But of course it's up to you, whether you want to take control and change your diet or what you're consuming. Remember, what you put into your body also greatly affects the rest of you as well. Okay, wow, look at this. So you have a bowl and you have a boat. Let me look at the other. Let me pull some more. Ooh. Those are trying to jump out of the deck. I wanted to pull some tarot. The Valley. Wait, one more card. The Ear. Okay, good news. Listen. Plenty of material things. I feel like you're experiencing plenty of physical, material manifestations of your sensitivities. There's a buttload of these sensitivities activating in your body. For some of you, you might be looking at material and money as something, but if material things and money are causing you fear, anxiety, or stress, please do know that it's those things that can also be causing you health problems. So, good news, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So, you are assured success, whatever physical and emotional symptoms you're currently navigating, including any kind of financial struggles or concerns that you have that you're dealing with right now. Those will also be resolved as you go through these changes. But remember, it's also your responsibility to change how you're feeling, because that's what creates that chain of events that improves your health, your well-being, your success, your livelihood, your happiness, and everything else. It starts with you. So I hope you turn the light on, at least turn the light on in your head or in your heart or in your physical body. Start paying attention to those sensitivities, because they are your best friend right now. One more card. Okay, you are highly thought of. So even your spiritual team are here working with you. They're just simply waiting for you to connect with them. Whoever it is that you believe that you need to connect with to learn or to help you to heal, it's totally up to you. And that, too, you have free will to choose what you believe in as far as healing, health, and well-being is concerned. In fact, I'm not going to repeat myself. So let me pull some tarot cards really quickly. Okay, let's use the Astro Matrix deck. So what do you need to know? Pile 1. And you'll pick a card. Messages for today. What's changing? I'm going to pull, wow, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. More Pentacles. There's, I want that one. Oh, unless it's trying to get away. Of course. Okay. Make sure I don't bump the camera again. So again, right, you making the choice over uncertainty or stress, anxiety that has been causing you emotional chaos. It's up to you to choose to take power and control over your state of well-being. Take action to take the necessary steps. 7 of Pentacles is like nurturing. Nurture yourself back to health. Saturn, Mercury, it's important for you to take responsibility to nurture yourself and your health back. I feel like more of like a peaceful equilibrium. And for some of you, I suppose that you might experience more anxiety or stress or like health problems. And that would just be an indicator that, you're not taking responsibility for your mind, your body, etc. But this whole situation within your body and your finances are connected. And so you are assured success by your taking action. Assert yourself and your goals to find out what you need in order to heal and rise above and reclaim your happiness, your prosperity, to move forward again. Noticing those weren't even on the screen. Okay, that's better. But I'm noticing that you have Pluto here and Saturn. These are 2 planets that really, you can work with them if you choose, or you can allow them to work against you if you choose. It really depends on what you believe. But these are the messages that I am picking up for group number 1, what is currently changing, how you can navigate, how it can help you, and also, your path to healing and feeling whole and complete and financially stable again. So I hope you enjoyed these messages. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment on the videos too. Again, if you'd like a private reading, I offer 2 different kinds. You can request a simple tarot reading, or if you want to know more about your astrological life path, theme, health, etc., then you can request a soul reading. There are 2 different links there down below the video, so they're perfectly describing which one is which. Anyway, so there you have it. Okay, group 1, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. If you're drawn to another pile, then feel free to pick another pile if you feel called to. Okay, bye for now. Hey there, pile number 2. If you chose Grace, or the Wise Woman of the Grove image, or the number 49, which actually adds up to the number 13, or 4, might be a significant number for you. So, okay, what's changing? What's changing soon? What's changing now? Let's look at your card. Okay, success. So expect more success in your life. But I feel like the Wise Woman of the Grove is she's asking you to be humble and practice gratitude and presence. Intensity. Okay. So if you're experiencing a lot of chaos in your local community or your career, then I completely understand how that would feel. Okay, so you're being put on the spot. The Hanged Man, a new beginning. But this is a new cycle of beginning for group 2. Wait, let's just move these over and make room. Astrology Oracle. Okay. Pluto. So some of you might be experiencing struggles with power, or where you have power, or if you feel powerless. Capricorn, your day-to-day goals. And the 11th house, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. Wow. So things are changing in your life right now, group number 2, to kind of force you to slow down and start focusing on your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. But it's also encouraging you to create the foundation, create a goal, start your project to implement, what it is that you really want to happen in your life. And then start creating a daily routine that allows you to nurture that or feed that hope, that wish, that dream, because that's what's going to create this new beginning in your reality. So, Law of Attraction 101. This is the basis, really, of the whole reason why I started this YouTube channel, because I was already teaching energy healing, but then when I realized, that we have the power to change our life, our reality, and make our hopes and our wishes come true, that's pretty much the reason why I continue to create pick-a-card readings for everyone, because I know that not everybody realizes that. It's easier, I suppose, for some people to understand or to feel like they have the power to change their reality. But with the Pluto card here, it's either some of you are going to feel you have the power to change, and others are going to feel powerless in your current situation. But there might be significant changes happening for you guys. It really depends on where you're living, what country, and your astrology, your birthday, because your birthday numbers reveal your soul's purpose, why you are here, having this earth human experience. So you might want to start there if you want to understand your life, your path, your purpose, your power, etc. Let's I'm going to pull some tarot cards, but whatever you choose to create and focus on, you're going to be successful. So remember, you can choose to be fearful, negative, and powerless. You're going to be successful because you're going to allow yourself to experience more of that. But you can pull yourself out of that sense of powerlessness by using your mind, your heart, unconditional love, your intelligence, your intuition. It really is up to you, specifically. I think your spirit guides are like dangling synchronicities in front of you, just waiting for you to notice them. Look at this, the dolphin. Financial gains will come to you when you begin this practice. So energy goes where your attention flows. You need to put effort into your goal, your project, in order to receive benefit from that in the future. So this is talking about karma. What goes around comes around. Waiting for news, a package or a letter. Well, this is, to me, it's saying this is good news. Okay, the unicorn. I feel like pile number 2, your messages are revealing to you this powerful confirmation of something that you've already been thinking about. You know, there's something that you want to do, you want to create it, but you just haven't started, you haven't taken the time. Maybe you don't believe in your dreams, but it really is, the power is in your hands, the power is in your mind to choose to change your life and your reality in the way that you feel fit. You can't wait around for somebody else to change that for you. Because honestly, other people, they have no idea. They don't really know what it is that you truly want. Only you know what you truly want. Okay, so there's like significant changes happening in your life. Wow, and the money path. So look at this. A path to money is waiting for you to find it. Honestly, I could stop here because you guys, you need to choose, you need to take action. Don't wait. And I understand if you're working full-time, you don't have a lot of free time maybe, but still in your free time or on your days off, seriously sit down, create a plan, a goal, and take action with that. And if you don't know what it is that you would want to do, to create, to change your life, then take time with your intuition, sit with that. Ask yourself, what will make you happy? What would you enjoy doing? If you had a spiritual practice, well, honestly, for some people, their spiritual practice becomes so important to them that they end up sharing what they know with other people, and they can receive financial blessings in return for sharing that. So this is what I'm picking up for group number 2. So you will find and create success, but it's still up to you to make it happen. So, okay. And so this is your process of transformation. You can totally transform your financial life as well. So pay attention to your intuition, your unicorn, whatever that is, or the birds, or the dolphins, your spirit guides, your cycles, because when you slow down and you simply pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities, what are you sensing? What are you feeling? What is your intuition guiding you towards? Or your heart, your emotions? Follow through with that. See where it is taking you. It's probably taking you down a path to bring you to new information, what it is that you need to know or to confirm. It's a process. Okay. It's not something that just happens instantaneously. You have to follow the breadcrumbs. You know, like Hansel and Gretel, but don't follow the breadcrumbs, you know, all the way to the witch's house. As the fairy tale goes. And you'll know it's the witch's house because, well, it's a house made with candy. It's trickery. So you can follow the trickery, or you can follow your heart and your intuition. Pile 2, we're going to use the Astro Matrix. What more do you need to know? So what's changing is in your hands. You can choose to take power over your situation and change your life for yourself. Look at that. Or you can choose not to. You have free will to choose. Wow. These are actually, and I'm pulling these all randomly out of different parts of the, okay. I'm not going to put the Lover's card there because the individuals aren't naked and I will get in trouble with YouTube. But you saw that there. You saw the Lover's card there. Follow your heart. Follow your bliss. I'm going to pull one more. Seriously? Okay. Pile 2s. Are you even aware of how amazingly blessed you are with good fortune? All you have to do is show up for yourself. Believe in yourself. Just take that next step. Create that foundation. Build upon that. Take action. Assert your goals, your visions, your dreams to make something happen for yourself. It's not going to happen unless you make it happen for you. You are in complete control and power. Look, you have another 13 here. Over yourself, your own personal transformation and your financial well-being when you believe in your magic is the best way I can describe it. You know, by the way, if anyone would like information or a consultation about how to create a business or a spiritual practice or how to develop or even understand your gifts, if you would like more information, if you'd like to connect with me, I'd be more than happy to work with you on that, to help you with that. Just simply, start with choosing a reading from the links below. But what's changing, I feel like many of you, let me bring the camera down really quick. Maybe something has recently ended, or maybe you took a leap of faith, or you're sensing something new, and you feel possibly called to do something, but you don't know what that is. Well, now you know. I just described it to you. And you are guaranteed success and financial gains and rewards for the work. You need to build it first. So it's important to take time, slow down, pay attention, and create this. Jupiter is blessing you. Uranus is also blessing you with new beginnings. There's something about Scorpio and change here, so listen to your emotional triggers or your sensitivities. And there are also opportunities and gifts that are coming in for you from your spirit guides. The aces represent something new that's being presented to you. So take time to connect with your spirit guides if you haven't already, or your higher self, and ask to be shown a sign or the way forward. And just simply sit with that or wait for that. Hold that intention to be shown the way forward or what's next. And then it will be revealed to you. It doesn't mean it will be revealed instantly. For some of you it will, but for others it might take a day or two. You have to be patient with the process. Slow down, be humble, grateful, practical. Ask for a sign, the opportunity, more information, whatever it is that you need, and the universe will show you the way forward. So what's also cool is that you're being guided. You have help to make this happen for you, but you have to connect with your higher self or your spirit guides to do so. Your higher mind. And so this is what I see as changing. And again, the change depends on you, what you wish to focus on. You can focus on you, happiness, prosperity, success. Or you can choose to focus on whatever it is that you feel called to, because you're going to be successful with that too. The only guarantee is your mindset. If you're going to be positive or negative, remember you have the free will to choose. So I do hope that you choose the positive mindset. Anyway, so these are the changes. Group number 2. Happy new month to all of you. Thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed your video reading. If you did, please click the like button. Again, if you would like a private reading or a phone consult, feel free to reach out to me. Both of my links are down below. The phone consult usually comes with the Soul 123 request. So if that's something you're interested in, check that out. In the meantime, these are the amazing messages and the potentials that you have. So I hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day. If you're drawn to another pile, then feel free to choose another pile too. Otherwise, I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey, pile 3. Okay, so what is changing soon? Welcome to your first pick a card reading for the month. Happy new month to all of you. Happy Saturn now transiting Pisces retrograde to you. Of course, I practice Western astrology. I don't know, I'm curious for those of you who are also 3Bs or sensitives, how did you sleep last night? Because I had a very interesting evening, but I don't want to get off point. Pile number 3, what's changing? Okay, what do you need to know? If you're drawn to the fire spirit energy, I don't know why whenever I see this image, it makes me think of teal. And you know the teal. The number 17, the spiritual catalyst. I want to look at this though as well. Career. Okay. So what's changing? So for those of you who don't have like a career, it's really your midheaven or your meaning of life, your purpose. Could also be what's reflected here, your career, your purpose, your passion. What else is changing? And these are changing right now or soon. The master. Wow. Self-mastery, mastering your energy. The wheel. Your fortune is changing. Dang. So your fortune is changing, your good fortune, because you're put in a position to master your energy, your power. The powers that be, to be the catalyst in your own life. But no pressure, right? Commitment, right? And astrology oracle. Okay, so Uranus, which I lovingly call the planet of WTF. WTF. But really, where Uranus is transiting in your astrology transits at the present moment is how these changes are affecting you. Aquarius is in Gemini, but it's about to retrograde back into Taurus. Yeah, it really, what's more important is what house it's currently transiting, because this can create all sorts of changes in your life. It's either going to happen internally, like inside of you, or in your external reality. So you have Leo energy. Okay. Use your self-confidence. Take a chance. Leo energy is like creative leadership is what you are, well, what you're being challenged to do. So the 4th house is referring to your beliefs, your daily practices, your roots, how you live your life. The 4th house could also be referring to your home, but a home is like a material thing. I feel like this is you mastering your energy, which is your mind, your body, your intentions, your energy. Use your creative energy to manifest abundance. It's one of the ways that I can interpret this. Okay, the camera's like totally freaking out. Let me change the angle. Yeah, it's like it'll stop flickering once I do that, I think. Okay, that's better. Okay. Wow. Okay, so group 3, what's changing? Your midheaven, your, well, you can call it destiny, you can call it fate, but you have the power to create your own destiny. You have the power to adjust your fate, like the fated events, based on how you approach life, how you approach yourself, your world. Okay. Let's get some tea leaves, see what else is changing. Really, the more you believe in your own power and you use your mind, your intelligence. This is the alchemist's pile, so you know. I'm not going to start naming names, but in the back of my mind, I'm wondering what this card says. Wow. I wasn't going to pull a green card, but I was curious. Right. Health is wealth. So wealth is your mind, your intelligence, your physical, your emotional health, your well-being, your energy, your power, your alchemy. So what's changing? So I would say, group number 3, that you have a new power within you to alchemize or to create or to manifest, a lifestyle or a home that you prefer. But maybe some of you haven't become aware of the fact that this has changed, but this is now available to you. Okay, so you also have the power to resolve any of your problems, including financial. Or maybe this is letting you know there's no need to worry because you're blessed. The tent, interesting. Temporary situation. Okay, before we get carried away, let's just look at these. I feel like this tent is your head, right? Get out of your head space. Some of you might be stuck in your mind. And start taking a chance on yourself to realize that there's something new that is available for you to tap into. Law of attraction, right? So follow your intuition. Connect with your higher self, right? You are climbing towards success. Time to act. When you have more Leo energy. Oh, interesting. Leo. Are there any Leos in the house, pile number 3? Okay, an emotionally secure, loving family. So this also refers to your home, where you currently are living, but also your health and your well-being, where you feel at home, within your own skin, your life, your sanctuary. Okay, so what's changing for group 3 is how you feel, how you're navigating your current life, your situation, your home. But with this temporary situation and problems being resolved, time to act, I feel like these cards or your spirit guides are trying to let you know that you have absolutely everything that you need to free yourself, and allow yourself to feel more comfortable and stable wherever you're living. Because keep in mind, this is a general pick a card reading, right? So what's more important is where Uranus is currently transiting in your personal astrology charts, because it can indicate a sudden upheaval or a relocation, like requiring you to move or something else. Actually, you know what? Since that message came up here, what I'm picking up on group 3, what's changing? So some of you already know that you are changing your home because you're already nurturing that, right? You are creating more of a sanctuary home living situation for yourself. But for some of you in the future, there's also an opposite message here saying that where you're living right now is only temporary, that in the future, your home where you're living is also going to change. But again, that really depends on your life path, your purpose, your astrology, your numerology, your intentions. But also how you're using your energy to align with yourself, your home, and your sense of stability and emotional security. Because you have the power to change how you feel. And when you start feeling like you should be living somewhere else, guess what? The universe is going to start changing and bringing you new potentials. You see what I mean? That will help you And if you're not presented with an opportunity to move anywhere else, then it's just not meant to be happening yet. You can't force this to happen. The Wheel card could also be a confirmation for you that everything that's happening is always happening in honor of you, in favor of you and what you need. But there might also be something that's changing here that you may not fully understand, and that's just a temporary situation. So some of you might be in between homes. But it's also really important to pay attention to your physical health and your well-being as well. I'm going to pull some more cards. I wanted to come back to this too, though. So Uranus is a planet of revolution or revelations, like sudden new awareness, epiphanies, your brilliant spiritual intelligence to realize something new or to visualize something new. So you can use the power of your mind to even imagine something new, something that you would much rather prefer. But you also need to take action on that to make something happen for you. But what makes you feel secure and what is currently supporting you where you're living or within your home and your family are if there are sudden disruptions or upheavals in this area of your life, then there's something there that probably needs to change or that you need to change that perhaps you haven't been, allowing yourself to notice. Anyway, just throwing out some other things for you to think about. So let's pull your tarot cards. Group number 3. We're going to use the Astro Matrix. So what's changing? Something just said your sense of stability. For some of you might be a little feeling like you're on uneven ground. Uncertainty. Ooh. Wow. So you're overthinking the situation. Okay. So the Strength card coming through. Like where you're at right now, you're perfectly fine. You're strong, you're capable, you're supported. Perfect opportunity for you to find comfort or to meditate in your own home. Take care of your own personal needs, support yourself, including become your own emotional support system. Where you are at right now, you have another Leo sign here. So any kind of mental uncertainty or insecurity or anxiety will cause this conflict of interest. And this is something that can change inside of you, your emotions. So what's also possibly changing, okay, I think in the bigger picture, pile 3. What's changing, what's meant to change or what needs to change within you is what you believe and how you feel about yourself. You're either going to feel stable, safe, and secure and protected exactly where you are at, or in your community, your home, your family, or those of you are not going to feel safe, secure, or stable. Remember, general reading, which one are you? Do you feel comfortable? Do you need that confirmation that you are good as gold? Or are you creating your own chaos within your mind that's causing stress and emotional disturbances that is causing some sort of upheaval in your life? Because you have the power to create this too, if this is what you're focusing on. So if you are, stop it. It's more about getting out of your head and your mind. Easier said than done, right? But when you tune into your heart, your body, your daily routine, your work, your family, what you love, you're going to gain a sense of awareness of, okay, I'm perfectly good where I'm at right now. Everything's going to be okay. I'm stable. There's nothing to worry about. But it's up to you what you choose to think about. Okay, right. King of Cups, Page of I pulled new cards to replace the stressful ones. Yeah, it's your choice what you wish to believe. The mind can create so much chaos in our body and our emotions. And when something happens to the physical body or the stress, it can cause even more chaos. But that chaos is absolutely unnecessary. So use your energy, the power of your mind and your intelligence to reaffirm your current situation. And to know that you are supported, you are safe exactly where you're at. And if you are meant to be moving anywhere else or changing anything, the opportunity will present itself to you, right? Because this is usually what is needed for us to move or to do anything else. So if this hasn't shown up yet for you, then it's not time for you to change your mind or change where you're living. You see what I mean? The universe is always showing up for you. And the more stressed or anxious you are, the more chaos you're going to create for your own self. And you don't need to do that to yourself. So tune into love, tune into nature, nurture your garden, nurture your home, your family, your beliefs, your physical body, your health, your well-being. And so what's changing is like your emotions, how you feel. So they can cause you to change what you believe or what you're focusing on, or you can choose to master your energy and reclaim your power over those emotions that you are witnessing, or any kind of chaos or stress, anxiety. So definitely the mastery pile. So, okay. Pile 3, these are your messages. You might want to go back and listen to these again, because you do have power and control to direct your reality and what happens next, if you choose to master that. So, I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. Anyone interested in private reading, I offer 2 different kinds: astrology, transit cycle, or a tarot reading. So both of my links are down below. But I'm wishing you a beautiful new month, and be sure and click the like button if you enjoyed this video. I don't know if I already said that or not. See, I'm already forgetting. Okay, if you're drawn to another pile, feel free to pick another pile too. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your first pick a card reading for the month. Happy new month to you. If you were drawn to this generosity, maple spirit tree image, or the number 23, let's look at your tea leaves to start off your reading. So what is changing? Marriage. So this could be your soul contract, or a relationship, or a partnership, business or otherwise. There's some sort of agreement that is changing in your life. So let's look at the other cards and messages. It could be creating a change in your sense of stability or survival with the tree. Understanding. The Fool, interesting. Taking steps, moving forward with your intention. Maybe you're the one that's changing your path, your purpose, your career, your relationship. Maybe you're the one that's changing. Okay, Scorpio energy, deep feels, deep sensitivities. 12th house, your faith, your tendencies, and the Sun. However, keep in mind, if this was an actual astrology reading, if you were born with the sun in the 12th house, this in itself in your natal astrology would cause like an uncertainty, like not being aware of your own sense of individualism versus everyone else. Not being able to ascertain the difference between what you desire and what other people desire. And that's just a general quality and trait of someone who is born with the sun in the 12th house. Doesn't mean that you were, but I was just saying there might be some confusion or uncertainty that you guys are experiencing in your life at the moment. This could be a transit that's happening in your personal astrology. Let me fix these really quick. So let's look at the other cards to find out. Ooh, the cards are getting stuck to my sleeve. So the Fool, I don't know, definitely, a sense of a loss of direction. But there's intention. Yeah, this is weird. Let's pull your other tea leaves, shall we? Pile number 4. It's what's changing. I already feel like you're changing. You're changing your mind about something. Pile 4. Well, I wanted that one. There's a bridge. There's a wishbone. Hold on. What's this one? Love. How many of you have fallen out of love with your current partner or your career or something else? The Pill, time to get out of the situation. Wow, the Lily. Okay, the Egg, the Door. I don't want to pull all of these. Okay, too many. There are... Okay, so a wish is being granted. Maybe you already moved in a new direction. You set an intention, you made a wish, and your wish is coming true. So this bridge, this wish is coming true is something happening in your life to help you successfully overcome a problem or a situation. And of course you had love, self-love. Is this somebody else, another person, or what? Time to get out of a situation, time for you to move forward. Definitely a new beginning or taking a leap of faith. You also have the Tulip, great passion. I feel like this is a spiritual theme. Success with good plans and hard work. And then there's a door that's going to be opening opportunities for you to move forward. So this is what's changing. Again, it could be your relationship. It could be with your partner, your spouse, your family, or with yourself. 12th house and Sun and Scorpio is referring to something more spiritually inclined. So you might be having a spiritual experience or an awakening that is making you feel uncertain, or you're falling out of love, or maybe something that you once chose, a path that you were once on. You have reached the end of that cycle and you have learned as much as you could learn or gain from that situation, and maybe life is changing your direction and it's going to be up to you to follow through with that. Keep in mind, these are general pick a card readings, so I'm hoping that many of you are aware of your personal astrology. If you know what your transits are, if you know what you're feeling or what you're trying to navigate, that will also help you to overcome anything that you would consider a problem that you're needing to overcome. But let's go to the tarot cards. I'm going to use the Astro Matrix deck to find out. So what else is changing? I mean, definitely Woo, which is spiritual, uncertain, unknown, 5D changes happening that may not necessarily make sense. It's usually what I mean when I say the word woo. Okay, your relationship with anybody, with yourself, with your career, your boss, your spouse, your children, your family, money, finances. There's definitely something. I feel like this pile is definitely, you're being called to take a leap of faith or to walk away from something that you have because there's something else that you want to pursue, to be honest. Yep, the Hermit, Four of Wands. Let me bring these down. And there's also Queen of Pentacles. Let me put this over here. Honestly, okay, so from my perspective, I feel like if you chose a group 4, everything that you thought you ever wanted in your life might seem to be up in the air. Maybe you no longer have the passion or the desire to stay where you're at in that relationship, in that job, in that career. There's something deeper that is happening, that's changing in your life, and it's just causing you again to wonder, what the heck? And so this is because your spiritual calling is calling you. You're dreaming for something new, something better, something more, something different. Let me fix the camera really quickly. And so my best advice to give all of you is to simply follow your heart. Listen to your intuition. What are you being called towards? Follow through with that. Pay attention to that. Meditate on that. Because it's possible everything is changing at this time in your life. Maybe patterns or relationships or a sense of stability that you've always held on to is no longer there, or maybe you're just no longer feeling supported or stable in your current environment. But there are confirmations here as well, letting you know that where you're currently at, you are stable, you will have enough, you are supported, you're safe. But maybe some of you are just really wanting to be alone, right? To get into your own space. That would be a spiritual thing, especially if you're wanting to get away from everybody else. And sometimes the only way to find clarity is in solitude. The Ace of Swords. So this is what's calling you. It's like it's a possible new direction. And really the only way for you to find that new direction is to pursue that, to follow that, to see where that takes you, to gain more insights or understanding as to why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, or why you're wanting to walk away from that job or that relationship or that home. There's something deeper there that is changing. I want to say it's changing within you, but sometimes it doesn't usually start within us specifically. Sometimes it's our external reality that starts changing, and how we perceive everything starts to change, or we no longer like that anymore, or there's just like something else uncertain, unknown that is calling us, and that's what creates the Fool, right? It's like just surrendering to serendipity. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna go off and wander somewhere else to see what else is out there, available for me, waiting for me to find it. And for some of you, it might require you to, take physical action, to start looking for something different. Search your heart. And if it's meant to be something new for you to pursue, the doorway is going to open to provide you with everything that you need to make that choice, to leave or to change, or you know what I mean. So maybe what and who you love or how you love is changing. Again, I'm picking up on like spiritual changes, transformations. And these things are happening to a lot of people on the planet, but it's not happening to everyone. It's not going to happen to everyone. Not everybody is going to have the spiritual awakening or experience. I think the best thing to focus on is, so what is it that you've been wishing for? Because the wishbone here is saying your wish is granted. So which card in your spread is that confirmation that your wish is coming true? And choose your card, right? And then focus on that energy. to help to guide you forward or stay true to your heart, your passion, your dreams, your ideals, what is right there in front of you, calling you forward into something new. There's a greater experience or opportunity that is available to all of you who chose pile 4. And again, it's going to be completely different and very unique and specific for each and every one of you. It really depends on what you feel called towards. So these are your messages. Wow. So these are changes that are happening at the moment. Group number 4. I hope these messages resonated for you. If you found them helpful, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. But if anyone's interested in more specific information, if you'd like to know more about your personal astrology, numerology, your cycles, your purpose, your destiny, etc., I do offer those kind of readings, but I also offer tarot readings too. So it's your choice. There are 2 links down below the video for you to choose from if you want to request a private reading from me. But meanwhile, this is what I've got for you. Happy new month to all of you. Thanks for coming by, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.